Hi, welcome into my channel. This channel is against the Big Bang, the current view of astronomy. This is my second video on Alan Guth, so from the channel closer to truth. The Alan Guth, the inventor of the inflation. So this guy.
Inflation hinges on the proposed existence of a kind of material that is predicted to exist by standard particle theories at very high energies, but involves extrapolating those theories to very high energies. We have not seen this kind of material directly.
So this video I want to tell you that he says that the universe came from 1 gram of matter. So I want to tell you that this was invented like on paper, and this is not real science on paper. So this is the way I make my videos. But listen, I'm telling like a tea science, coffee science. This is the way I make my videos, okay? So he invented, and he will say in this video, these two things. That you can make from 10 to the minus 24 centimeters repulsive gravity. You have to have this repulsive energy, gravity, matter, anti or pro, or I don't know this stuff, okay? So you listen these two ideas, or from 1 gram of matter multiplied, and then you put to the power of 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 the this is an invention, my friend, and if you believe this, so listen, Alan Guth.
That's right. Yeah, another thing about the classic version of the Big Bang before inflation is that one had to assume that all the particles already existed for some reason when the theory begins. During inflation, one has to assume that a small amount of matter existed at the beginning.
How
inflation, about a gram.
A gram?
Just a gram.
Just a gram?
Just a gram.
So if somebody gives Mr. Alan Guth a gram,
right.
And
well,
you
it has
can
to be
make
a rather special gram.
all right, special gram, I'll give you that. But then you, all right.
That's right. Then inflation produces the entire universe from that, which is, I agree, absolutely fantastic that it's possible within the laws of physics as we know them.
Okay, so what he's saying, that you need to have only 1 gram, because the initial theory of the Big Bang supposed that all the matter already existed, only you make it fine dust and appear it from a hat, like magician stuff, okay? So, but if you are not convinced that this is crazy, so then he says that you need 1 gram of something, but it's a special gram that it is, this gram is what? It is 1 gram. Oh, this is the actual day science, my friends, and I don't know how to tell you that this is crazy, my friends. This is crazy. You can take 2, a number, you raise this to the power of 2 of 2 of 2 of 2, and you make what from this? To trick the entire planet. So, you see, from 1 gram of what? Psychedelic mathematics. So you see, I have a mint in my garden, you see, not fresh, and I have grape juice in my garden, and this is the way I make my videos. I'm saying like a tea science, coffee science. I have always here a tea or a coffee. This is a green tea with a like this juice, you see. Squeezed by me, from these grapes, okay? The mint tea, and okay, this is the way I make the videos. So you can lie in this manner, but you are tricking the planet, okay? And this stuff is not correct. So listen, another part.
So all you need is a speck of the early universe to spark this process.
When you talk about a speck, I mean, how big?
We're talking about a region that's about 10 to the minus 24 centimeters across, a decimal point, 23 zeros and a 1
much
centimeters.
smaller than a proton.
That's right. Much smaller than the size of a proton, which is about 10 to the minus 13 centimeters across. So this is vastly smaller, more than 1 billion times smaller than the size of an individual proton. And all you need is that tiny speck of this peculiar repulsive gravity material, and then that sets off a process of expansion, which in fact becomes exponential expansion. That means there's a certain time in which it doubles, and then if you wait the same length of time, it redoubles and redoubles. To get from this tiny speck to a region that will be large enough to eventually become our universe, one needs about 100 of these doublings.
With this crazy science, you have 1 gram of what? Of psychedelic mathematics, and you multiply it. We know to make the powers of 2 to produce an infinity. We know that it is 0 with 24 zeros. You're not stupid. But let me prove to you that these guys do not know. He says the gravity attraction. Listen.
But particle theories really do predict that at very high energies, there should exist kinds of materials that literally turn gravity on its head and cause gravity to behave repulsively instead of attractively. And it's that gravitational repulsion which is the bang of the Big Bang in the context of these inflationary theories. So what happens is we assume in the early universe that somehow this initial gram or so of matter was in one of these peculiar states.
So he says that the gravity attraction, my friend, gravity is a vector, is a rotational vector force like this, and Newton did not did this correct, okay? The planets, did you ever see what big is our planet? The planet spins like this, our planet. Did you ever see the mountains, endless mountains in all over the Europe and China and America? Billions of tons of rock. You'll understand that it's a wonder why it does not crushes you when Earth moves to the space. It takes you with it. This is gravity, my friends. When a car moves with an engine, the car takes you with it. If you jump from the car, this is how do you jump from the Earth with a rocket. You basically jump from the movement of the Earth. You jump in another system of movement like this. Let's say that you see that you are on this, like a tiny organism on this. This stuff, when it moves, takes you with it. Imagine the Earth spins like this, around like this, full of mountains. It is a wonder how it is calculated not to squeeze this centripetal and centrifuge forces. This is gravity. So he says, listen another time, that is the attraction.
But particle theories really do predict that at very high energies, there should exist kinds of materials that literally turn gravity on its head and cause gravity to behave repulsively instead of attractively. And it's that gravitational repulsion which is the bang of the Big Bang in the context of these inflationary theories. So what happens is we assume in the early universe that somehow this initial gram or so of matter was in one of these peculiar states.
Gravity does not attract. It is a rotational vector, and you put 2 vectors, one like moves around the sun and one a circular one, and you make from this 9.8 meters per second. Calculated indirectly by Galileo observed that there is not a dependency of mass. So now can you appear from void 1 gram, this mysterious psychedelic gram of what? Of mathematic cocaine, marijuana gram. What gram? What gram? And who produced that gram? And why? Why produces 1 gram? From what? From empty space produces 1 like psychedelic gram, and then you multiply through this dark repulsive gravity, from what I've told you. Repulsive gravity 10 to the minus 25 centimeter. You need this energy stuff to push and create like in this proportion. So this is crazy mathematics. Nothing creates pure space, and our galaxy is a small sphere, has only 1 day with the speed of light, and and you will find this. You will understand how they lied. The universe had 1 billion years, 2 billion years. But Saint Peter says the sky was but old. Beyond these clouds, black clouds, there is the universe. Beyond this galaxy, there are simply stars. And, okay.
During inflation, one has to assume that a small amount of matter existed at the beginning.
How
inflation, about a gram.
A gram?
Just a gram.
Just a gram?
Just a gram.
So if somebody gives Mr. Alan Guth a gram,
right.
And
well,
you
it has
can
to be
make
a rather special gram.
All right, special gram, I'll give you that.
So the galaxies are simply stars like this, okay? And this is crazy mathematics. What gram of heroin? What did he took in that day? I'm joking, okay? But it is a joke. But I know this. 2 to the power of 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 3, like a song. What is this? Like a sound of Big Bang? And what drum is this? To trick the entire planet. And 10 to the minus 24. I write right now. It is 0.00. We do not know this stuff or what. But if you believe this, I'm telling you, we can go to the stars. The stars are close. They are not emitting big thermal emission. And you do not afraid, even though we will meet the temperature limited function, you cannot obtain 10,000 degrees above 20,000 degrees, let's say.